was once a lonely child that came into a village, and the little voice, and it was a massacre.
Today I want to switch it up a little bit. I want to have another session of a real talk.
Real talk, see girl.
I just have this on my mind and I have to express it to you. And so today's video is more so about building your own YouTube channel, and not necessarily like what it takes and all the details behind it, but what it takes mentally. And basically it's for the videos. A couple of you guys always reach out to me saying that you're going to start your own channel, or some of you guys have already started your channel, and this talk is more so for you guys, those that started their channel or are thinking about starting a channel. Something that was on my mind, and I talk about this stuff to not only help you but to help me. A lot of times in life it's easy to give yourself your own advice. You know, you might know what to do, but not until you speak it and you talk it into existence is when, you know, it comes to fruition, or it snaps in your head and you're like, yeah, I can't do that, or I gotta do this, or this, that, and the other thing. So today, Nate Diaz, a UFC fighter, said the difference between an amateur boxer and a professional boxer is not necessarily in talent or skill, but it's in the later rounds of the fight. Amateur boxer may be better than a professional boxer, but when those 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th rounds come by, they fall apart. They crumble under pressure. They don't know how to deal with adversity. They don't know how to keep pushing and not give it up. Basically today I want to talk about the difference and what it takes to build anything, whether it's a brand or a YouTube channel. And this isn't, again, mostly for me and for you specifically. And I want to talk about like the difference. Like, I want to use Mayweather as an example. I was listening to Eric Thomas. He's I guess a motivational speaker, this, that, and the other thing. And he was saying that Mayweather doesn't crack under pressure. So if he watches his fight, a lot of people say he's defensive coordinated or oriented over defense and kind of like a counter striker. And yes, of course, but let's put that in reference of YouTube or building a brand, where when things happen to you or things don't go as planned, you start to feel like you want to give up. In those times where you stick to your game plan, you stick to counter-striking, you stick to whatever lane you're in, you stick to, that's when you find success. I'm gonna relate a lot of this stuff to sports because that's how I grew up. I don't know. In life and in this game and this brand, you want to stay in your lane. You want to continue, find your groove and perfect your craft and keep moving forward. You can't let anything frustrate you when you're trying to build anything. So a lot of times you hear me say that I don't care about numbers, or I don't care about views, I don't care about subscribers, and it's not necessarily I don't care about them, it's just I don't place my value in them, because the number I'm proud of is how many videos I've created, the work I've put in. There's no sense in life, and this is across the board, to be upset about something you can't control. A lot of you guys say that, oh, you should be at 100,000, or you should be this, or you should be that. I can't control that. I never will be able to control it. So I stay in my lane and I continue to work and I continue to hustle. Everything else will come. As long as I put in the work, and as long as you put in the work, everything else will come. All your dreams, all your aspirations, everything will follow after that. Back to my point with Nate Diaz speaking about the difference between an amateur and a professional is the later rounds. Is when you're building something, you have your first 5 years, and realistically the first 3 to 4 are just the beginning. You're just getting started. You're just perfecting your craft. Every month, every week, every day goes by, you're just constantly tweaking and trying to figure out what methods work best, what should I do, find your lanes, find what mediums you want to work in, what works best for you. As time goes on, the honeymoon stage wears off and you start to feel frustrated because maybe you don't think you're where you should be, or maybe you don't take criticism very well. A lot of times I see people get really upset about quote unquote negative comments, and again, another thing that you can't control. But as you push through and you perfect your craft and you find your own lane and you really get into a groove, it's important to keep yourself motivated, keep yourself hungry, and keep yourself pretty much moving forward. It's difficult at times because as so many people will tell you and tell me that you need to be patient, a year later, 2 years later, you feel like, when's this coming? When's this gonna happen? Sit back and cherish the things you do have. 30 supporters. If you have 30 comments that are uplifting you and trying to conversate with you, place your value in that. Place your value in the relationships you can build and what you have right now. You never want to reach. An old coworker once told me the further you stick out your neck, basically, and your arms, is the easier it is to chop them off and get your neck cut. You know what I mean? No, but seriously, like the more you reach, find yourself in a bad position. You find yourself out of balance. Life is literally all about balance. Like balancing your craft, not going too obsessed, and still keeping focused, because there's also, you can burn yourself out. So you have to find a nice balance. And again, this video is strictly for those who are trying to create something, trying to obtain something. I just hope I can shed light or just conversate, because a lot of times, I'm young, I'm early in the game, I'm just getting started, but at times, even I get frustrated where I'm like, I should be here, and I'm right here. You know what I mean? In time, all in time, everything will come. I learned to enjoy what I have right now. Literally. There's no sense of wanting VIP wheels or a 2J if I can't get one. I can't control that. It's out of my cards right now. Maybe one day down the road, but as of right now, I literally can't control that. So there's no need to be upset. And also another thing is, understand that it's impossible to miss something you've never had. 2J. Well, now I have, but I never had a 240 SX 2J build. So how could I ever miss it or ever want it? I've never had it. See, you gotta focus on what you have and enjoy the things that are in your possession as of right now. Enjoy the K that you have, the SR that you have. If it blows up, then you move forward. Then you regroup, face adversity, keep moving forward. Translate that to YouTube. Enjoy the subscribers you have. Say you have 100, say you have 2,000, 3,000. Enjoy, embody yourself within your community that you built, and enjoy the people that you can talk to, that you've been honored to talk to, that give their time to go and watch your videos. They're taking time literally out of their day to go watch your 7 to 15 minute videos, sometimes longer. I'm still learning this. This whole channel, like a while ago, every once in a while I sit back and I kind of talk to my, I guess, fellow creators, my supporters that also are creators. I always like to shine light on where I'm at, where my thought process is, and what I'm thinking about, and what I struggle on a daily basis. Make no excuses. Take nothing for an excuse. Blame yourself in every incident. Anything that could go wrong and does go wrong, blame yourself. Do not point fingers. It is no one's fault. It's not YouTube's fault. It's not Instagram's fault. Anything. There's always something that you can do better and you can learn and you can improve. And this is not necessarily like, this is just advice. The stuff that I do. When I run into issues and I have things not go my way, I think to myself, all right, Ryan, what can we learn from this? How can we keep moving forward? What can we change so this never happens? Hope this video helps some of you guys. I know there's a couple of guys that started a channel since I created this one, and it's so cool to see where you guys are at now and have your own community. It's so awesome to see guys that were sitting there scared to make a channel, and they just did it and they went for it, and now 6 months, 8 months later, they're still rocking and they have their own schedule, and it's very cool to see see stuff like that. It inspires me. It makes me want to keep going, makes me want to keep pushing. Yeah guys, that's it. I hope you guys take from this video. As much as I throw out my thoughts out there, I really sometimes do this for myself, just to kind of vent or detangle my head, because I get confused sometimes. And alright guys, I appreciate it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but that's all I got for this talking session.
Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat dinner. I just got home from work. I kind of want to plasti dip my front grille on my Pathfinder and paint my wheels black, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright guys, that's it for today. Happy freaking Friday guys. I hope today's video inspired you. If you're ever thinking about starting a channel, I always say go for it. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't cost anything to start a channel. You can do it with any camera, and I appreciate it guys. Happy freaking Friday. We love you.